Gold Rush at Drayton Manor opens on the 26th of July. There has been confirmed to have 2 settings on this roller coaster depending on the time, and I think I might have cracked that. So join me in this video where I try my best to explain the settings on this brand new 2024 roller coaster. So in a recent interview, when Gold Rush was first announced without the name or anything, this ride was confirmed to be having different settings depending on the day, which would affect the layout of this ride. After watching quite a lot of testing, at least it's got rides on it. After watching a lot of testing, I've lost my train of thought now. After watching a lot of testing, I can tell what these settings might be, because I went back at certain intervals of the day and it was doing different things, and it all revolves around, is it on the screen? The lift hill. There it is, perfect timing. The lift hill of this ride. So I'm going to talk about that now. So the settings of this ride do depend on the lift hill, which is the main part of it. There, you can see it there on the screen. Can you see it? Yeah, just you can see the support structure just a little bit if I point to it. There, lift hill is there. Is it going up? There you go. So this is one of the settings, cresting right over the lift hill, but it does do different things on that lift hill, and that is what the settings are for this ride. I don't know how the timings will work, but it does go over the lift hill like this. There you go, ready? It's already gone over. It goes down this part of the layout and round. And what it does, this depends on the time of the day, like I said. So normally crests over the lift hill first, goes up the lift hill, makes its way over and completes the first section of track to get to the launch shed. It doesn't go over there yet, that's the random part. It goes over this hill here to get to the launch shed. Now the launch shed will stop it. I think there was going to be some sort of show scene. The launch shed will then launch it back out of the shed backwards, where it will come over that bit that I've just pointed at, said like that part was now. As you see, that big thing that was quite close to the camera. Yeah, it did that. It comes over there, so it comes over backwards. It does it backwards. It goes up the lift hill backwards, so it is facing forwards down the lift hill, and then it will launch back down the lift hill forward, do the section of track it has just done again, back into the launch shed, and then it will fully launch out of that shed forwards and complete the rest of the circuit. Now that is one of the settings, and there is a second setting that will depend on time according to the park. We don't know what time, but it does accord to a certain time of the day. Now we need to talk about the second setting for this ride, which still depends on the time of day. I'm thinking this might be hourly, so because when I came back it was doing different things. So it might be like 12 to 1, that setting, 1 to 2, that setting, and so on and so on. So the second setting, it makes its way out of the station, up the lift hill, but instead of cresting, it stops, facing up, shoots back down over the airtime part, around the part that you can't see around here. That's the Jormungandr, but you can see it over here. It comes round. It does that. It goes backwards around there, so you can see it facing forwards when you are watching from this view. There, it comes round here, this part. Is it going to come round? Or is it going to go the other way? I don't know what I'm filming here. There you go. There we go. Does that exact thing. Goes into the goes into the launch shed. Backwards. The track changes, and then it comes. This is confusing. I thought I had it covered. I thought I did, and it has proved quite difficult. So once it goes into the launch shed, it does launch down the same track again, back forwards, and it doesn't go back into the launch shed. It doesn't. So it goes back forwards around that track, the same track it's just gone down, back up the lift hill, does that circuit. It gets back into the launch shed from that circuit, and then finishes its layout. If that's really confusing, I'm very sorry. But I think that is the layout of Gold Rush. So number 1 is straight up the lift hill, round the circuit, into the shed, launches out the shed, round up into the lift hill, facing downwards, launches forwards down the lift hill, back round into the launch shed, launches out, finishes the circuit. Second setting, it goes up the lift hill, stops, launches backwards down all the track into the shed where it launches. Doesn't launch then, launches back forwards the same way out there. Look, as you can see there, launches back out that way around the same bit of track, then makes its way up the lift hill, does more of the circuit to get back around into that shed a different way, launches forwards out of that shed and finishes the circuit. That's the simplified version of everything I've just said. That sounds extremely confusing, but once I've actually been on it, I can explain it easier. But that's what I've got for now. So yeah. So Gold Rush does open on the 26th of July, which is a Friday. There is still plenty more theming to be added according to a video I have watched. Credit to Theme Park Worldwide for that. They are planning to put a lot more theming in, but as the moment, as it stands, it is already looking amazing. They've already got grass everywhere. Grass has already been put in. They've got a brand new entrance structure, which is this is an old video now and you can't see that, but where that's not there. But there is a new entrance thing that they have built a minecart now to put on it. There's lots of dynamite and there is a few secret things they are planning to add very close to the end. But something interesting I saw a ride gondola from an old, I think it might have been the Sky Ride, down hidden behind Vikings next to this construction site. So are they planning to do something with that in regards to the theming of this ride? It would be quite interesting to see like old ride being used, like an old throwback to what used to be there. I do think that might be incorporated, but who knows, we will have to find out on opening day if we see it. There's still that big structure on top of the shed, the station, that like needs to be put in but hasn't been put in yet, so we need to figure that one out. That will be added soon, which we still don't know if it's going to be like added soon, like literally before the opening day or what, but we'll figure that one out as well. There is a new gift shop that has been added. There will be on-ride photos available, hopefully, but we're not sure if they're going to do merch. We're hoping so, because I have seen shelves inside that shop. There's shelves in there, and there's going to be a space for the photos. So hopefully we'll be able to buy some merch for that ride, which would be quite nice. So yeah, that's all updates for Gold Rush. If you need me to type an explanation into the comments, I can do that if you ask. But that's all for now, so like and subscribe. I'll see you on opening day on the 26th of July. I'll try and do a video on the same day, if not a couple days after. So I'll see you then. Thomas the Tank Engine. Goodbye.